Are we live? Are
Live,
we
live,
live? We're
live,
live.
live, live,
Folks,
live.
you know what it is? You know what time it is? Hold on. Where it at? Where it at? Can't start without the
Live, live. What are you eating, sicko?
some ramen.
Nice. I eat ramen
The
myself.
we had a directional shift mid afternoon, so I gave Darth every ounce of my being to make this happen, and I forgot to eat. So I'm gonna be
Direct,
trying to shove some food down so I don't
yeah,
have a insulin crash here.
directional shift. I like it.
Erectional shift. That's correct, sir.
Or erectional shift. Yes, sir.
Erectional. Erectional. That's great.
How you doing?
Oh, living the dream, brother.
Yeah,
Living the fucking dream.
fantastic. So,
So you wanted to start off today talking about where we at? Where we at? Where we at?
uh,
At this stage.
yeah,
Oh no,
Riri.
hold on, hold on. How did you do that?
Do what? That picture? Oh,
You wanted to talk about Ironheart.
yeah,
Let's get this going here. There we go. There we go.
yeah. I did. I thought it
I
was.
haven't seen it.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was all right. I will say this: it has a lot. It has an uphill battle because it's instantly going to get hated on. It's been getting hated on for a while now. I didn't think it was going to be that good, uh, but I saw some of the guys have been around reviewing all this shit, right? And so they gave it that it was an all right. So I said, okay, well, I was going to watch it. I was off today anyway, so I watched it. I thought it was all right. I thought it was mid, but it does have an uphill battle. People are instantly going to hate. It's asking a lot. So she's as smart as Tony Stark, young black kid from Chicago, right? So you got the urban community, you got the inner city. Um, a character that's probably not that well known for the normies. Um, you could take me off single. Can we go double? Double? My bad.
Yeah, I'm just trying to shove food in my face here.
Oh, I thought you were saying it, Robin. My bad. My bad. Yeah. So okay. So I'm sorry. It has an uphill battle, right? Because I'll say it again. So young black kid, female, super smart, like Tony Stark level smart, right? Okay. Um, who's basically selling spoilers, who's basically selling tech to support her money to make her tech better. So already you have, and it's street level type, right? It's like a street level hero. That's like the angle I get that they're going for. Diverse cast, good actors. Um, Anthony Ramos plays fucking Parker. I don't even. First of all, I didn't read. I'm a Kamala Khan. I could talk Kamala Khan. I've read her books. I didn't really know Riri. I tried to hunt her books in the wild during the bubble, and I couldn't even find them. I think the only thing I ever found was a second print of issue 1, and I bought a hip hop variant for like $40. After that, during the bubble, all her books, all her variants, the incentives, all like hot, and that shit crashed. So, people who invested, sucks, but hey, that's the flipper life. But
I've not been able to move my Ironheart books.
yeah, I wasn't. So I like Wakanda Forever, and most of it, right? But I didn't like. I think they should have kept her out of that movie, and I didn't trust the actresses.
Oh.
Thank you, Legend. What up, brother? What up, nerdy? I didn't trust the young actress's skills And I think, I think she did all right. She did better than I thought. Strong supporting cast. Some of these actors have been around. And I know, like, because I'm going to go watch all the hate videos and all this. They're going to complain about, ethnicity and woke and your usual tropes. But Anthony Ramos, that's the dude from the Transformer movies. I think he's a solid actor. He's got good chops. Manny Montana came out in what was the movie from the Stand? No shit. The vampire movie, the vampire show that was on TNT. It came from a graphic novel, The Strain. He was on The Strain, and he was on the show on NBC with Anna Hendricks, like a housewives doing crime, whatever. Good actor, whatever. And it's got what's his name? Alden. I'm sorry, I can pronounce his last name. Enright, the dude who played Han Solo. So it's a good cast, man. It's a good cast. Yeah, The Strain. Yeah, it's a good cast. But like I was saying, it has an uphill battle. 69, dude. That's how I see it. No pun intended. That's fair. I mean, it's good, but it's not great. But it's way better than I thought it was going to be. And you know what? I would say I would recommend watching it, man. Judge for yourself. If you want to, if you're going to go in, if people are going to go in thinking it's trash, I think they'll probably be surprised a little. I think at worst, people will come out seeing it as that audience score, the tomato score. I think that's about right. It was fun. It wasn't. I liked episode 1, 2, mid, 3, mid, but I want to see the next episode because they did leave on a decent cliffhanger. I think it's only 6 episodes, right? So I think we'll see. I don't know if they're going to do all 3 next Tuesday. I kind of hope they do. So we just, sets up film. Yeah, I mean, so does Kamala Khan. Yeah. And this is she's street level, dude. In the streets of Chicago. I didn't grow up in Chicago. I'm from LA, but I live basically in Chicago. And that's one thing I liked is they're filming in Chicago and you could see it. And, again, dude, it's a young black woman in the hood. So to make money, she's got to do hood things. And her hood thing is selling her tech for dough to get bigger tech. That's kind of why she gets caught up with that group. There's something going on with that cloak. Full spoilers. I'm not giving a shit. So
you had your warning.
Yeah, full. I don't know the guy. The Red Hood, I think is his name. You know what, dude? It makes me want to go back and maybe read that little arc with Red Hood now. As a comic guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because he's got some magic going on with that cloak and his tattoos. And right now, I think he's about to go full hill because his cousin dies, right? And so I think he's going to go full hill now. And there was a figure that came out on the cliffhanger that at first I thought it was the AI. Oh, the AI. Hold on. Okay. It looked like, I don't want to say demonish, but fuck it. Demonish. She's a tech flipper. Yeah, bro. That's a good one. Bars. Yeah. She is a tech flipper, dude. She's yeah. So that's an interesting cliffhanger. And guys, so her AI is called Natalie, which is her best friend that died. So she basically made her Jarvis. So like again, I didn't read her stuff. And I just realized that it might make me want to go back and read some of her shit. I could not find her variants, bro. I was out there in the streets of Chicago, all the stores. I could not find none. That shit was gone, dude. Once this got any buzz, any speck in the bubble, gone. What 9.8 sales were ridiculous. That the fucking the Horseman variant for Horseman variant for an Apocalypse book could be, or a second, or Mephisto's right hand, or high-ranking Mephisto dude before Mephisto nerdy, possibly. So yeah, that Horseman variant was like a $500-$600 book. for Invincible Iron Man. It was supposed to be her first appearance or first cameo, whatever the case may be. So I think it was good, man. I know it's going to get a lot of hate. It's probably going to get review bombed. You know, I think it already got review bombed. It's going to get a lot of people shitting on it. But I thought it was good. I thought it was decent, way better than I thought it would be. So I'm looking forward to watching the next 3 episodes.
Yeah, Red Hood #1. Let me just go here like this.
That's our first
We're doing it
appearance
live,
there.
folks. Doing it live.
Yeah, we're just freestyling. We're just going for it. That's our first appearance. I Invincible Iron Man #9. Or I don't know. There's like I think this character has like that shit first cameo. Tia it says first full appearance of Riri, first cameo in Invincible Iron Man #7. I think. What up, Biggie? File. I think the Horseman variant might have been for Invincible Iron Man #9. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did, Legend, because a lot in the Flipperverse, those books were big, because there's Jenny. Is it Jenny? No, maybe not Jenny Frison variants, but the Call variants. Her 1 in 25s and 1 in 50s are hard to fucking find, rare, and in a bubble they were like $300 to $400 variants in 9/8. Raws were like $100. They have the Mary Jane variant. I think Invincible Iron Man 7 had 2 to 3 prints. 9 had 2 prints. Invincible Iron Man, her series was, I mean, never really popped that much. And then 9/8, maybe $100, maybe I don't remember, but 9 and 7 had some pop. Yes, sir.
So that's the Red Hood appearance right there.
Oh, that's his first appearance?
All the way back in the Max days.
Really?
You were talking about the Hood.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. Mary Jane. Yeah. So I'd say give it a shot, guys, man. Judge for yourself. I think it was decent, man. Decent acting. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And I thought I thought it was gonna be bad, dude. I really did. I was not looking forward to it. The lead actress, she's still. I think she did better than I thought she would. I thought she was gonna go out like Reva on the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, like miscast, nothing to work with, but it's decent. I like it, and
I have yet to watch it.
Well, if you do, let me know what you think.
I'm so behind on all those Marvel movies. Like I flipped through them to make sure I know what I'm talking about in the comic book store when people come up to me.
Yeah,
but I've just been so busy with comic books that I haven't really had the time to sit down and give them the attention that they deserve.
Yeah.
But I've gone through them, making sure I know what's happening and what people are going to want and what books to put up and what's going to be on Key Collector coming. Try to predict that wave of speculators to get those books out on the shelf, because if you wait too long, if you wait for the TV show to come out and then put all those books up, they've already gone to eBay and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
what's next?
Well,
yeah, man. That's a bummer for me, man. I don't know if I expected too much, but this is meh, dude, to me. Like, it's crazy, dude. I would recommend watching Ironheart before this. And I know that might not even make sense, but I think I was hugely disappointed, dude. Now, for it kind of holds true to its nature for being like an indie flick, because the first one was, and I think the second one was. Those were really good. Those were better than this one. I really liked the second one. This, bro, this was, I mean, for like an artsy film, it was good. Good acting, very good acting. But I just like, I don't know, dude. You saw it and you had some good takes.
It was a
So
far stretch from 1 to 2. And here's why is number 2 apparently isn't part of the canon 28 years 28 days later. It was done by a different director. It wasn't done by Danny Boyle. um let's double check that this one was done by Danny Boyle.
yeah, it is Danny Boyle. Yeah, that's up at the top. And he's an Oscar winner now. So it's like he's got that credibility. I like the second one, dude. I don't understand. I don't understand how they could I don't understand how they could that wouldn't even make sense. Why would you retcon the second one? But you know what? That you bring that up, there is fucking spoilers here. Contradicting because there's some contradiction because the second one finishes where the infected get to Paris. They're running out of the tunnels and you see the Eiffel Tower.
They're right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So in this universe, we don't have 28 weeks later.
Wow. I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, I know. So that's why we kind of see at the end the miracle child without giving too much away.
Right.
No, like
fucking free spoilers, dude. Let's do it.
We had to get that cure in there somehow. So that whole business in number 2 where the wife
and the family and the daughter, yeah,
and she's not infected, and the father kisses her and it transfers through the saliva. None of that happened in this universe. So Danny Boyle, the director of Train Spotting and Slumdog Millionaire, managed to squeeze 28 days later right in the middle of this. So, I mean, before that, we only had the George A. Romero from 1968 to 84, 85. I think 1985 was kind of like the George Romero zombie domination years.
Yeah. This came out in a time where I don't think there was that many zombie movies. I don't even, what year was the first one? I don't even know if The Walking Dead.
The first one came out in 2002.
Was The Walking Dead even on at that time? No. Yeah. And again, that was low budget, artsy type.
Walking Dead was still in the writer's ball sacks back then.
Damn. And it still had 28 days later had a lot of word of mouth. A lot of word. What's going on, Sicko?
Yeah.
It's sorry. It's just Marcus. I mean, it had a lot of word of mouth, bro. You know what I mean? So it that carried a lot of weight. Even the second one. See, I didn't know that. You told me that on Monday. That 28 days, 28 weeks later ain't even canon. And I think that's
fucking go.
And I think that's what up, 90? I think that's I added to the lore because I think it was the daughter that was immune. Like that, those kids were immune because she had the colored eyes. She had different eye color.
Yeah.
And that it had a military presence. You got some shoot 'em out. It had Hawkeye, man. Jeremy Renner was in it.
Yep.
I can't believe they fucking they retconned that
annihilated.
Dude.
Annihilated.
And so now we go 28 years later.
Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. Terrible.
Because this movie is mid, man. I remember watching, I was like, oh shit, dude. I don't even right now I'm like, eh. And you know, the audience score on this is like 66. It's low compared to the critic score. Mm-hmm. And I'm feeling what the audience score is because that's how I'm feeling. It's a
Now,
well-made movie. It's shot well. It's acted well. It's like isolated in its area, so like the topography, how it was shot, looks all good. Um, but dude, it's not really what I wanted, bro. But the good thing is, the third one is coming out in 7 months, early next year. So
mhm, yeah,
yeah,
well, the second one to this, the fourth one in the series. Damn, we're getting complicated like Star Wars here.
yeah. I don't
But
know what.
I
Yeah.
wanted to point out that in George A. Romero's domination of the zombie years between the late 60s and the mid 80s, is that there was a film that he did called Land of the Living Dead. So he brought us the whole, like, the original zombie movie was White Zombie from 1932. And I know that because of the Rob Zombie band named themselves White Zombie after that.
I did not know
And
that.
that was actually, it wasn't rooted in like this being like an infection or anything. This was like voodoo, Haitian voodoo. It
Mm,
wasn't undead. It was more like a pet cemetery kind of vibe.
nice.
And it wasn't until, hmm, yeah, it wasn't until George A. Romero kind of brought in that flesh eating undead. That was early 70s that we started getting that, like, stumbling, like, consume you brains.
Yeah,
But
brains.
his really um underwhelming film, Land of the Living Dead, really held that. Yeah, in this film they steal something. They steal the alpha zombie, and the alpha zombie was actually originally an idea by George A. Romero
Fish.
in the Land of the Living Dead.
Oh,
Um,
I did see that the other day.
yeah, and it's that really beefy
Okay,
African American fellow,
dude. There.
and he
Oh fuck.
starts like becoming like self aware a little bit, and so he is like a leader to the other zombies. It's like that particular zombie has a power, and they never went back to that like since the the Land of the I don't have Land of the Living Dead. I would have said it was like
Look at that. Oh,
2000.
damn, bro. All sold out. I could get issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, issue 6, 7. I might fuck around.
2005.
Yeah, I might fuck around, dude.
The Land of the Living Dead, George A. Romero brought that in. But it was Danny Boyle that brought that in 2002. We had just seen Blair Witch and that whole resurgence of the handheld viral horror film style. So
Yeah.
they initially brought in like digital video cameras to shoot 28 Days Later, way back in 2002. So it gave it this really grainy, um, processed look that still reigns supreme. You go back and watch it, uh, it almost gets better as time goes on. Um,
Like they
where
even got
back in the day, you were like, why they film it so shittily? Um,
variants for it.
what are you talking about?
28. I was looking for the comics. 28 Days Later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That I could get a lot of them on graham crackers.
I
Uh
don't I
up
don't
to
think
3.
this movie is gonna move that
Oh
speculation
fuck,
very far.
fuck no. But issue 1 might be rare because I guarantee that's like all
Oh,
low print,
I,
all that
I guarantee
shenanigans.
you, I guarantee you, 28 years later is rare. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's boom. It's from boom.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It'll always number ones will always do that when a movie comes out.
Yep.
You just gotta wait a little bit. You'll find it. You'll find some in the dollar bin. I'm sure.
Hmm. I
I
don't know. I've
find
never.
lots of movie stuff in the dollar bins where I'm around here.
Yeah, yeah. You know what the score was? I agree. And you know what? Hey, man, the music for
Music in this one was not the same.
yeah, no,
It didn't
yeah,
have that like tense.
yeah, and this one, so they explain the virus does three things. It acts like a fucking like a super steroid. That's why you get that alpha that they call the alpha, and then you get the globbers, whatever they call like those big
The
fat ones,
crawlers.
the crawlers that roll on the ground. That's my favorite part in the movie because the mom has cancer and she's kind of losing it, right? And so it's really the story of a kid trying to get his mom cured,
Yeah.
straight up. And so the mom is sleeping, and the globber, whatever it's called, goes right up to the kid, and it's about to bite him, and the mom puts a pillowcase over him and just fucking beats his fucking head up against the concrete, and we wake up and she don't even know she did it. You know what I mean? I thought that was badass. That was like my favorite part of the movie. You know, I don't like how when the mom dies, they basically add her to this pile of bones. I thought that was like,
That
I mean, let's just be real, free sport, I didn't like it, like, but I guess at the
they
same time, that's the world they live in, dude. So, you know what I mean? It's like
wouldn't
an honor.
if you came across this in the middle of the fucking daytime, in the middle of the woods, I'd be like, "Yo, I've seen horror movies. We need to go right the fuck now. We cannot sleep anywhere near here. All right, something
Yeah.
is watching us. We are going to die." And they turned it into this whole like beautiful ritual remembrance of the dead.
Mhm.
He's got bones strapped to trees 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
This man just walking around with dead bodies, just waving at people. Fucking weird.
No, yeah, it's like
Weird.
the whole pathway leading up to this is just bones, and he's just so casual about it. But he's a good fucking actor, dude. When he's on, he's on. Ray Fiennes. But I don't know, dude. I mean, I will go see the next one. That's without question. But
Oh
besides
yeah.
that, I
Yeah.
mean,
This is just a build up. This is just to dip the toe in. Um, so the rumor is Cillian Murphy is that his name? I can
Kill,
never say his
Killian,
Killian
Killian.
Killian Murphy. Killian
Yeah,
Murphy is going to be in the second in the part two of this.
right.
So they say, but
Yeah,
if he doesn't, no one's it's not gonna get very good reviews.
yeah. I don't know how much money this made, but these are one of these movies that I mean, it's about the money, but not really because it's on a low budget. Um, so and Danny Boyle is an Oscar-winning actor. I mean, excuse me, director. So that always kind of helps.
I'm gonna be bummed if there's not as much head ripping off in this one.
Yeah, I
That
don't. Yeah,
oh, fuck those.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
They got to deliver, dude. They got to deliver, big time. Um,
So, but, like, there's this whole world out there, and like in number one, um, there's that scene where like everything's kind of like hitting the fan, shit hitting the fan, and there's this scene where uh Cillian Murphy is staring up, and there's a jet going by, and then they do it again in the second movie, and I'm so what we
mm,
forget is that this virus is self-contained in a part of the world, and places like North America,
yeah,
um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Russia, China,
Europe,
Japan
yeah,
are
yeah,
completely unaffected by this.
yeah,
Um, and we get no glimpse to like what the outside world has done um, in lieu of 28 days later.
Yeah, they isolated the island. They quarantined it off the rest of Europe, right? So nothing gets off and they don't go on it. Um,
Yeah, if you come off that island,
yeah, you're done. And
they
nobody
don't care
like
who
yeah,
you are.
and if you go in on the island and you try to come back, you're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens because obviously some people made it over and people are going over there because hey, spoilers, the kid that survived in the beginning of the movie is not really a character throughout the movie until the end. We see him grow up. We see him with an accent, whereas when it was obvious he was an English kid or a Scottish or Welsh kid. He wasn't Scottish because I can understand. I know I can understand the accents because I watch
They're ruining families' homes.
the
Don't
yeah
ruin my home.
the what you call it. Yeah, so and he's all like with a bunch of guys that I forgot. They're mimicking and looking like some dude in England that was around for a long time, and then when he passed away, they found out all kind of heinous shit. I didn't really go. I didn't. I forgot the name, and I didn't go down that deep dive because it was probably some heinous shit I want to read about. So they're kind of like dressed like him, who would have been relevant at that time if you go back to 28 uh, days later, right?
Right.
So, so obviously that kid got out, probably grew up in another country, and is I don't know going over there with his homies to kill fucking infected.
Well, at so there was that piece in the movie, and we'll tell this for the folks at home because it. My wife had to explain it to me out of the movie theater, because I didn't understand what was happening at the time. But there's a scene where um, there's a young boy, and the zombie apocalypse happens, and his father is actually a real father,
Mm-hmm.
a priest,
Yeah,
and is welcoming of the
infected.
what do you call it?
The,
Um,
the end times, the
the
rapture,
reckoning,
the reckoning. Yeah,
the rapture. Yeah, I was gonna
so
say great
yeah,
legends in here. Help me out.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so he thinks it's the rapture, so he goes into the arms of the zombies lovingly. But then we never find out what happens to that boy, that
Mm-hmm.
young boy, until the end of the movie. And
Yes,
I
sir.
won't tell you what happens at the end of the movie, but they meet, and it's the start. This movie should have been a prequel that came later. That's what I think.
Yeah, something.
Because we're not invested in this new
No,
world.
absolutely not, dude. Well, till the end, but it's still like an hour and change to get there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
a
yeah, dude.
long fucking hour.
It's almost like
That's
in
coming from someone who enjoyed the watch. It was a long fucking
yeah,
watch.
yeah. I wa- I wasn't bored. What up, GT Key? I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored, but I was like the whole time. I was like,
Some people walked out of the theater,
really?
and I was like,
Can't,
I don't blame you. I don't blame
Canada.
you. I paid $60 to be here, though. I'm not walking out.
Hey, that's good thing. I go there and I buy the kids meal. I get a small popcorn, small soda, and fruit gummies. Pretty economical. And either Pico, yeah. And it's like this. This is what Tien said earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if people that saw this, because this movie is like a generational movie, dude. Now, actually, if you think about it, one or two
Oh man,
generations have come and gone, grown up, and never saw the first one. Don't know about the first one. Again, the first one
yeah,
is like cult classic type shit, and
cult classic,
second one,
easily.
yeah, and second one could have easily be like that Empire Strike Back, that sequel that's almost better than the first. I think it's better than the first.
Resident Evil and Walking Dead came out the same year. Wait, no. Resident Evil and 28 Years Later came out like one or like same year or 1 or 2 years apart.
Really?
And in the 90s, like if those movies didn't exist, I don't know where the zombie franchise would be without those two movies.
I don't. Zombies went. Now that I think about it, zombie movies went through a down period.
Yeah.
You only
Until
had.
Walking Dead came along,
You
definitely.
know what? If I'm not mistaken, around that time, a severely underrated zombie movie, Wreck. It's a Spanish movie done in Spain. They did a remake, an American version, and it was hot trash. Quarantine. It was a disrespect to the movie. Now that's some good shit there, bro. Have you ever seen Wreck, dude? It's got 4 parts. Oh,
I
dude,
don't think so.
oh, it's
I don't
fucking.
think so.
Oh, it's good. It's a demonic. It comes from a demonic possession that the Catholic Church in Spain are experimenting on a young girl that's been possessed. And so they isolate her with a father in an apartment in Barcelona, Spain. Get it, Barcelona. And basically, the demon has because it's a possession. It's a fucking demon. So basically, the demon has to get out through blood. So that's how the demon spreads. Like he uh, was able to bite the priest or get to a dog, which then spread the demon throughout everybody in the apartment. But the dog is the one that gets bit, so the dog goes to the vet, and that's when they see the blood. They instantly quarantine that building quick. I recommend it. It's a really good movie. It has a second part, which is as good, if not better than the second part. It has a third, which is within the universe. Oh, there's a comics. I like that cover. Good luck in trying to find that.
Yeah, if you see that bad boy,
Yeah,
don't let it go.
yeah. Let me see right now if it's on eBay. Um, yeah, it's a lot of good zombie movies out there, man.
Mhm.
Let's see, comic book.
And so last week we read Basket Full of Heads.
It's $100 so
But
far.
damn, $100.
40. Yeah, I think that's a variant. Or
Mhm.
yeah, issue one had like 4 covers.
6. 6 covers.
For the first issue.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, damn, I could get them all, except for one. They didn't have
I
one.
think this is the trade, yes. TM. I think
Oh,
trade.
oh, okay. You were saying?
Unless this is the trade. No, that's volume 3.
You sure? Because it's 4.99. I think this is I think the issue one had 4 variants. Hold on.
That's 4.99.
Yeah, yeah. I think it had because I was looking at them right now, and um, yeah. So this is cover A. There's cover B, cover C, and a 1 in 25.
Oh, there was a 1 in 25.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, that's got to be a rare fucking book.
yeah. That's this.
I don't think a lot of oh fuck. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
know.
good luck finding that one, folks.
Yeah, look at issue. This is a nice cover. That's looks like a little girl. That's issue 2.
Yeah, that's issue 2.
Yeah,
I think there was a couple spin-offs that came later. At least, yeah, TN, at least one. TN saying.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I might have to in time check it out. What did he say? Called 28 Days Later
28
Aftermath.
days aftermath.
Yeah, it has some. It had some nice covers, man.
So
Yeah,
should we we got 20 minutes. Do you want to transition to talking to the folks about what we're going to do next week before FOC? Or do you want to talk about FOC and then talk about next week?
yeah, we could do that. I mean, really,
Which
yeah. The FOC. Well, FOC is going to really be like one or two books that I would pick that I would read or I would just buy for cover buys. That'd be
Mhm.
it. That'd be it. And um, maybe if there's a variant or two, but like we said on our first show, a lot of people do FOC, and we're not going to really be doing that. It'll be just
highlighting our personal picks.
yeah for cover or for reading purposes.
Yeah.
That's all. A bunch of people do that. They do it well. So McClay does that later, and a bunch of other content dudes. We're just I know I sent yeah. So um, that's it. You got the pictures, or I did see.
I'm going to share my screen.
I saw.
So
Yes,
starting with Image Comics.
it's not on there. Huh?
Oh, it's down there. It's
Okay.
way at the bottom. So I I've been reading the all the Spawn tie-ins and all that. I'm not very up to date on them, but I am buying them. Uh
Yeah.
Something I recently got back into though was Department of Truth.
Hmm.
And as you can see that's still coming out.
I
Took
think I
a major hiatus and I'm really glad to see it come back.
yeah I stopped at issue 3, baby man. I was like, oh no, I can't do it.
I loved it. I love the artwork. I love the story. Exquisite Corpses. We are on issue 3.
That's
And
what.
I fucking love these covers. James Tinian, the writer, Marcus and Beckerman got me onto this one.
Oh,
I
they're
was like,
reading it.
man, I really wish I could have read issue 1 because like I online I looked at like the artwork and the story, and I was like, I closed the window because I was like, yo, I need this, and
Okay.
I went to look for it. And my boss was like, you're not gonna find it, but he gave me his personal copy so I could read number 1, and I was like,
And this is
W
what
boss.
you want us to
This is what I'm reading.
reading.
This is what I'm picking up.
No, but do you want to? Oh no, we're finishing the refrigerator full of heads, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
this
if
is
I
just
can.
yeah, we're not at heads yet.
Let me see if they.
I gotta remove
Yeah, I didn't.
this.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know the tinny was due. Oh yeah, it's sold out. Oh no, I could get a. I could get a cover C. Oh, it had a lot of variants, huh? Nah, dude, they always doing that shit. Oh yeah, I could get both issues for cover price. Oh, good
You
lord, that's $4.99. Oh yeah, $4.99.
you can get the Kill Bill
No, cover E.
homage. You can get the Kill Bill homage from Economics and Comics for like $15.
Is that a exclusive?
It's a exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, I Darth Lopez has
Pool
has a
boy.
Darth
That's
Lopez
one of
has
my
a
boys.
Darth Lopez has a no store exclusive policy. But look at
I
this
break
Lee.
I break that rule for Pool Boy.
Look at this Lee cover, Jay Lee cover. That's pretty dope, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She did a lot of killing the children.
Jay Lee,
That
I think Jay Lee is a dude.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
But Frizen, you mean Frizen did a lot of skit
oh, is it
covers.
was it okay?
Yeah, that was Jay Lee.
Did
That did
Jay
that.
Lee do a lot of
Yes, he
skit
did.
covers?
He did one for issue number one for sure. Because I had it, and it came with it was dreaded. It came with the fucking spine breaks, bro. Literal spine breaks.
Mm.
A batch of that cover, and mine was one of them, and it came from the retailer. The retailer, sorry, there was nothing I could do about it.
I've been I've been looking at Sleep. Um, I really liked the cover. I really liked the story. The artwork really threw me off because it is very Kitty Garfield esque. Um, and that's that that's not translating to the story. The story is very dark and this so it kind of gives me Stray Dogs feral vibe where the artwork's very kitty, but there's something very nefarious going on, and we're not sure quite yet what that is.
Yeah.
Again, like, oh my goodness, look at that one. I didn't see this cover.
It's
Damn. See, I
pretty
religiously
good.
buy A covers, but man, some of these B covers be having me question that theory. Again, the Spawn universe. I'm grabbing all these Rat City, Bloodletter.
I
Um,
I like that
the
cover.
voice said kill. Which cover did you like?
The little girl. I think I saw that a while back on Beyond Wednesday. No, go down.
Oh, this
To
one.
yeah, I might get that just because that looks pretty sick.
That's a great cover.
Yeah,
Charlie Johnson.
yeah, just for the cover. What up, well spoken man? Oh, that's right. You did say that. Man, I never read Spawn as a kid. Um,
I wasn't. Spawn came out in like 1992, and it
yeah,
was the coolest thing since sliced fucking bread. My mom would not let me watch it. So that really cemented that like Spawn's fucking cool. And it wasn't until like later that I was like, yeah, Spawn's really not that great. But I'll never not have that infinity for Spawn. So when I hear people like Marcus say like, yeah, I dropped all my Spawn books, I'm like, I know, I fucking know. I'm gonna be the last person reading that on the face of the earth. I'm sure of it. Um, Miniseries. I think there's 7 or 8 issues of this. Fargo meets Deliverance in a
really.
sweaty swamp thriller from
What up,
Vanessa
Brad?
Del Rey, Black Widow, The Creeping Below,
Hmm.
the wet heat of a Louisiana bayou, alligator poachers prowl the mudbug mire, a park ranger heavily pregnant raises a hateful mug of moonshine with criminal matriarch and one deadly son of a bitch
Hmm.
out of his mind on shrooms
Hmm.
and retribution loads his rifle for the huntman and screams down the stars, presenting 4 extra length issues of so it's a 4 issue series. Voices so a maniac with a gun on mushrooms. I'm fucking sold, you know? The voice said kill cover B. Again, I'm an 8 cover guy, and fuck, I'm still buying Void Rivals, and I don't know
Yeah,
if I should be.
I so fell off at the same time with Transformers, which is fucking really good, and the GI Joes.
I'm still pulling Transformers.
Yeah, I'm still pulling all of
Still
it, dude.
pulling Transformers.
Oh, here's
Here's our short Marvel week.
yeah, I'm looking at that second print. I didn't pull none of this because I don't really pull anymore. But I'm looking at that Silver Surfer second print, issue number 1, second print. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's a 1 in 25. Maybe not the 1 in 20. Well, still, I mean that's a nice cover, but just a
Oh, this
regular.
one.
Oh
This
fuck,
one.
that's a second print. Oh man, that sucks. I thought the other one was a regular cover. I guess for $5, I don't know, Marvel. Uh, but I'm gonna get the regular cover A of second print of the Avengers book.
Yeah, I'm really liking that black and white print. I got the first one. Um, but I'm like, man, I'm thinking
Watch,
I need
click on the
think I'm
regular cover.
oh
I mean, that one looks alright. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just roll with that standard cover. I mean, you know what I mean. I
mhm.
love second prints, bro. I'm a flipper. I just think second prints, just in case they fucking $100, 2 years.
Could you imagine a gorgeous colored signature right across all that black?
Um,
That'd be
no,
amazing.
I think it would ruin the book.
I'm
Yeah, I don't like signatures, dude.
I'm a
I don't.
signature collector for sure.
No,
I don't really buy slabs unless they're signed.
yeah.
Very very rarely, but
The
that's
only,
why I buy
the only
a signed
only signature books I have,
a
I'll show
classic.
next week. They're like, I forgot who it is, but can you find that Nosferatu?
Yeah, that's coming up. Do we want to do Dynamite?
Nah, I don't get anything from Dynamite.
Here's Dynamite, folks. Anyone want me to go through Dynamite? Speak now. Forever hold your peace. Biggie's got his Gwenpool. Dynamite. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. It's not looking good for Dynamite,
Not
folks.
looking good. Let's move it along and
It's
see. Yeah,
not looking good.
yeah.
Not looking
I mean,
good.
anyway, this isn't FOC.
Sometimes there's some Mark Spears in here. Yeah, just like that. Some Mark Spears in there. Some Space Ghost, if that's what you're into. Space Ghost blank. Some more Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, Mark Spears, Terminator, Thundercats,
Yeah, Dynamite got a bunch of garbage, dude. I don't.
Vampirilla. Here we go, folks. One you might want to consider. One you might want to consider. If you're a big Mark Spears fan, now I believe those are some of his characters on the cover.
Yeah, yeah. No, I won't be picking this up.
So if there's any Mark Spears collectors out there, I know it's hot right now. All right. Comics and graphics. Biker Mice from Mars 2. I can't believe it took that long to get the second one out. Catacombs of Torment. Grim Tales. Heat Seeker. Heat Seeker. Illuminati 2. This is the one. You wanted this cover.
Yeah,
So this was Darth's pick of the week.
yeah. And
Nosferatu.
the New Avengers second print.
if
And that,
in
yeah,
most stores, I don't know how it works in the States, but like if you do not FOC this book, you're
yeah,
not gonna find it on the shelf.
fuck no.
You're not gonna
And
find this stock.
that's exactly correct. And not only that, you might not get it because these books from that publishing are notorious for not for the books not coming out. Either they don't. I don't even know why they put them. Solicit them because a bunch of the Fright Nights, a bunch of the Night of the Living Deads would not meet its release date. I go back to my, hey, did these books come out? Oh no, it never came out, and then it would come out, and then they'd stop at issue 2 when there's, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna probably get this. No, well, even Graham in Chicago, which is a big store, big 20 stores, big online store, they don't get them. Something to do with the publisher. They just fuck up. I don't know, but I ordered 2 of these just for the cover. That would have been, yeah.
This
Again,
is the one I get. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
that's a what in what is that? A 1 in 25?
That's got to be limited to only 100 copies printed. Got to be like a 1 per store.
For it to be cover D, yeah.
Limited to only 100 copies.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get one of those?
Well, I'm gonna try. No, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so that's I mean, this would be the type of FOC we'll do. We'll pick 3 books, and that's about it. Like if I saw that 1 in 25, I would have picked it. That's flipper mentality. You never know.
This is one I was really thinking of FOCing because
I live by flipper mentality.
when Christmas comes around, I just don't have much Christmas shit to go on. I don't fucking like Christmas.
You
But
know what?
this I would fucking love to read in Christmas.
I like the what did Die Hard say on Die Hard, the silly season. I like the silly season now because I got kids and they've rejuvenated. But before my kids, I care less about. I always like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right. So
The end. That's the end, folks.
that's the end. Next Wednesday we'll change it. Oh, I still got poor man's energy drink.
What's
Actually,
that?
I heard it called something else, but I won't say it. Yeah, I didn't even get those. I ordered those, TN, and my guy was like, they just didn't come in, and they were all from that publishing house. All the Friday Night books I didn't get, and then he calls me and says, "Hey, dude, you're not gonna believe it, but Friday Night 3 came in, and we never got 1 and 2, and I know you set up to pull those books." He was like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Nah," because I said, "Fuck it." Iron Maiden, huh?
For those rockers out there,
He is, Drew. But I'm trying to keep it to 3 books a pop because everybody does FOC. I don't want to be fucking.
we're kind of showing off this stuff that probably isn't going to get talked about on most FOCs.
That's true. See, that's my thinking.
We're not trying to replace anyone here.
Yeah,
we're not the best FOCers on the market.
No, we're yeah, hell yeah, Tien. That's the type of shit I'd be looking for. I think deep down I'm an indie guy more than the big 2. The big 2 just has the properties that I love, but I like reading all this horror shit.
Yeah, that's my bread and butter.
They get Image, some of the Boom, like Little Monsters. Anybody read Little Monsters? That's something I would want to go over. Little Monsters was Jeff Lemire, I believe.
Little Monsters or Little Nightmares?
Little Monsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That was
excited for Little Nightmares 3, but that's a completely different conversation.
I'm excited for the Little Care Bear Killer, Beneath the Trees Nobody Sees, Volume 2.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
that's right,
Yes.
Tien. That's the shit I
A
be.
local artist got to work on that here, Riley Rossmo
Hey, bro.
from South Carolina.
I'm sorry. Every cover A and B is fire. That book. Like that's the shit I be fucking with, Tien. I got like 2 long boxes of indies, all modern. That's the thing. I'm a modern reader speculator, if you will. That was trained by flippers. So that's how I think. And then the stories are always good because they're rated like kind of like rated R, grittier, more sci-fi horror, straight out horror. Um, yeah, dude, I would love to fuck around with go review. That's what let's see. Me and Sicko, we're gonna soup this show up, fellas. I'm gonna even I'm gonna I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna pay for StreamYard so we can soup it up. It's just I had
Let's
to
go.
work
Let's go.
work. Sometimes work is work, So yeah, man. I don't really. Next week we will be finishing Refrigerator Full of Heads. Right?
Yep.
That's 100%, guys.
Yep. We decided to derail it because we got too excited about 28 Days Later. We had to drop a segment, so we figured we'd.
Yeah. Plus, I be honest, I didn't read them.
Is it time for the link, Darth? Do you want to bring on others?
Yeah, I got a few more minutes, like 15 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Come chat with us. Come hang out for a minute. If you got questions, if you got something to say, if there's something we missed about FOC, if you have an opinion about 28 Days Later,
or Ironheart.
Or Ironheart.
Yeah, I know it's gonna get bashed, just it's really not that bad.
I'm hoping we see a Biggie. We might see a Drew. We might see nobody.
Yeah. I still got I still got. If this shit ever blows up, I got a ton of this shit because I bought I bought an incentive nice house on the lake. Issue.
Oh man, that's such a good series.
Issue 8, issue 9. I've
been thinking about rereading that.
I didn't finish it, dude. It pissed me off. I was like, I don't even know if these are second
pissed you off.
Yeah, I just didn't, dude. I don't know. I hope it blows up so I can sell all that. All right. Well, if nobody's gonna cut, what time?
Today about an hour.
I got bath day for my boys. I didn't even know I had these books in here. Oh, look. Oh, I got a Thrawn paperback, dude. What the fuck?
Rock?
Thrawn. Oh, look at this.
Oh, the mask.
Yeah. I love these toys. All right. Well, Sicko, I guess we'll call it.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We will keep our word, and we will finish Refrigerator Full of Heads.
Sorry to put it on the back burner this week, folks.
Yeah, but we do be, real life. And Monday I got Wahoo Comics. I'm bagging unfiltered. Oh, we're gonna change the name. That's another thing. We got
bags, no bull.
Yeah, no bags, no bull. We gotta change the banner too, huh? Sicko, maybe we do something.
It's on the long list of things to do, yeah.
Yeah. But again, man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for supporting. Give Ironheart a shot, man. Give it a shot. Judge for yourselves. I don't think you guys will hate it. Should anybody watch it? And if you want to hang out again next Wednesday, let me know. Let us know, dude. Other than that, I got nothing more. Everybody stay safe. God bless. It is what it is. And you guys know I'm the drama king. Yeah, it is what it is.
And I'm not the king of the castle anymore. There's a new king.
Yeah, I just like to remind people, just in case, I mean, that'll be the last time we play it here, though. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Stay safe, everybody.
Hit that button. Hit that button.